Hello everyone. I know it's been a while since you've seen me. I'm going to try to start filming again because I do have a filming area now that I can work with. So today I'm going to be doing this makeup look that you see on my face right now. And I'm using the Violet Voss Essentials 2 palette. And this is what it looks like. So if you guys would like to see how I achieve this look, just keep on watching. Hi everyone, I know it's been a long time since you've seen my face because we're very up close and personal right now. I'm actually filming on my phone, so I'm trying to see how this works out because I think the editing will be easier for me. So we're going to do a tutorial today. I got this palette from one of my coworkers as a gift for Christmas. The Violet Voss Essentials 2. So I'm thinking I've already done 2 looks with this. If you follow me on Instagram, same as it is here. I did a look with this rose gold shade here, and then a look with these 2 shades. So I used the brown matte with the rose gold, and then I used this aqua and blue sky shade. So I want to do something today with the violet orchid and blue violet shade with browns. So I'm going to do browns in the crease and these 2 purple shades. So we're going to get started. So first, before I do anything, I always use my e.l.f. Daily Moisturizer. I've been using this for years. It's one of my favorites. I also use their night cream and their eye cream. Every single night. And I know it looks like I'm pushing hard. I'm not. I always push up. I had one dermatologist tell me, always push up on your skin. Otherwise, if you push down when you wash, your skin will sag here. So I've been doing that since I was 20. Okay. So normally I do concealer and then primer for my eyes. So I'm going to start with this Too Faced concealer in the shade Snow. I'm going to try my best to look in the camera, but it's like, because it's my phone, it's a little difficult. So I apologize in advance. And also my mirror is to the left of me. So I mostly do it on the bottom, but I'm going to put a little bit on the top too. And this is just to even out, I know the concealer is not like the perfect shade, it's to even out anything that's red or discolored, or just so I have a fresh base to work with when I do my eyeshadow. So the sponge is already wet. This is just the Shop Miss A Paw Paw Charity sponges. They're my favorite, so. So I'm just slightly dabbing. And I actually don't use concealer as a base because I set my concealer before I do my eyeshadow. So I'm going to take this Essence Brightening Up powder, their banana powder, which I really like, and this e.l.f. small tapered brush and set my powder. Okay, so zoom this away. I'm going to use this Milani Eye Primer. I've been using it for years. I don't usually have too many issues with creasing. Sometimes I have some transfer of shimmer shades, but it's very minor. And I'm gonna take this e.l.f. tape. Normally I'll use like the side of a tissue paper, but for video purposes, I'm going to use this tape because I know it'll be easier to see me work if I don't have a piece of towel covering half my face. So you just want to line it up where you want to put the shadow. And I find this tape to be much more gentle than like a regular Scotch tape. Even if you pat off the Scotch tape, it still is not great for your eyes. Same thing with pulling your eyelids. I pull my eyelids, so I have little things here. But I have no other way of doing my eyeliner. Like, I'm not good at it. A lot of people think I am, but I'm not. So once it looks even, and this is only if you want like crisp eyeshadow. Most of the time I don't do this because I'm lazy. Okay, so I'm gonna start going in with a semi-clean brush. I have this BH Cosmetics V5 brush, which is one of my favorite blending brushes of all time. I think I have like 5 of them. So I'm just gonna start with this beige color as like a setting shade. I'm gonna go all over the lid and into the crease because there is some color to this. But some of this color is also because my brush is not clean. So now I'm gonna go into the shade Clay, which is slightly darker. So I'm gonna focus that more so, also in the crease, but more so on the outer corner of the eye. And I honestly don't use any like fancy blending techniques because I feel like if you have good brushes, you don't need to do all that extra work. So that's that. And I'm gonna go into Chocolate Brown, which is this one here. I'm gonna only tap lightly in that because it is much darker, and focus that on the outer corner only. You want to make sure everything is properly blended. I'm not worrying about the eyelid because I am going to do a cut crease. If you guys want to see any videos, let me know what you want to see. I have all my palettes listed on my Snupps account. If you don't know what Snupps is, it's like a collection app where you can like save photos. But I have all my makeup on there. So if you want to see any sort of makeup look with a palette that I have currently, it would be on there. Like it will show you what palettes I own already. I actually got rid of a lot of makeup, so I don't own as much as I do. I still have like 30 palettes, but I still have a lot of makeup. But I'm really trying to downsize my collection through using it. So I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Brulee shade. I bought like 6 of these because they're my favorite setting shade. Unfortunately, Wet n Wild is not cruelty-free from what I can tell anymore, but I do own a lot of these. So this is my favorite setting shade. So I'm gonna use it. I have this AOA E141 brush that I'm gonna use for that. And I just go into my inner corners and I blend it up into here because I don't like having too much dark shadow right here because of how my eye is shaped. If I put too much dark there, it looks like I got punched in the eyeball. So we don't want that look. We never wanna go for that look. And then I'm just doing it to blend this line. We don't want that to be too harsh. Good. Always on this side, for some reason, this part right here is never out enough. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Now I'm going to cut my crease. I'm going to use the NYX Full Coverage Concealer. And I need the brush. I have this little AOA Studio F16 brush, and I'm going to use that to cut my crease. So I usually cut the crease on one eye at a time so it still has a tacky base to put on the product. Ignore getting all over my eyelashes. So now I'm going to take a flat shader brush. I'm using this AOA E143 brush. You can use any flat shader brush. All my brushes are dirty, so ignore that. I'm going to start with the Wild Orchid shade, and I want to do the blue violet on the outer corner. So I'll start with this one. It's more like a pinky purple. So I'm just going to get that on the brush. So it's not super shimmery, so I'm going to use my finger after. But this is just to lay down the base of the color. And I'm just layering it up, so it's starting to get that extra shimmer going on. Because it's a very pretty color. I swatched it and it was beautiful. It's just not performing as well with the brush as in with the finger. It's not performing as well with my brush as it is with my finger. So I'm going to go in again, but with my finger. Just to increase pigmentation. So before I do anything with the darker color, I'm just going to do the other eye off camera real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what we're working with right now. So now I'm going to go in with the darker purple shade in blue violet, and then we'll go back in with the chocolate brown. So I'm just going to take blue violet on my finger and just tap that in the end of where the lighter purple meets the brown. Just tap it in. Very minimal. I don't want it to overpower the shade that I already have on there. I just want it to help blend. I don't want to say that. So I'm going in lightly with this dark brown on the end, the chocolate brown shade. Just very lightly. I don't want it to get patchy, so I'm only doing a little bit. Because sometimes when I do cut crease, it sticks to the other shades and can get patchy. So that's what we're working with so far. I'm going to do the lower lash line now. I'm using this, I believe it was from when we sold Elle Cosmetics, E-L-L-E, like the magazine. It's an old brush, but it's my favorite for doing like lower lash line stuff. So I'm going to go in with clay. I'm going to take off this tape, I think, because it's making it a little difficult. So I like doing the tape because then I can follow that line to do my eyeliner, and it helps make it a little easier. But you can see, this got a little patchy here. I don't know if it's the eyeshadow or it's how I prime my eyes or what, but yeah, slightly. Like you can't really tell though. It's only on the one side. I'm just gonna do a little bit of the dark brown, the chocolate brown shade. My lower lash line. So now I'm gonna do my liner. For eyeliner, I use the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil. It's just a twist up eye pencil. And then I use the NYX Epic Ink felt tip. So what I do is I line the top part of my line and I use the felt tip to do my wing. But I cannot for the life of me do it on camera, so I will be right back. Okay, so I did my eyeliner and my mascara. This is the mascara. I use the Essence Lash Princess mascara, purple one because this one's vegan. And this is what my eyes look like so far. So I love this mascara. It's $5 and it works so well. Okay, so we're gonna do eyebrows, which I use my e.l.f. brow pencil in blonde. Just looks like this. And then I use their brow mascara in light. So it doesn't really take me too long to do my brows. It's just this side doesn't really have an end. And this one's fine. It's just this one doesn't have an end. I think I plucked it off at some point and I never wanted to grow back, but so I just kind of draw in an end and then I start from there, starting to fill in. Hope you guys can see that. Very lightly. I don't like having overly drawn on brows. That's not the look I go for. Since I have fairly nice natural brows, I don't feel the need to be too excessive with them. It looks good on some people, not on me. Not on me, because my brows are so light. So that's pretty much the majority of what I'm going to fill in with the pencil. So you guys can see the difference. And I'm going to do the mascara and then I'll do the other one off camera. I just lightly go. I try not to put too much on because I don't want it to be too gloppy or anything. Okay. And then once I'm done, I just brush it through. I have this. This is a really old brow pencil from like Maybelline from like 20 years ago. From before I was vegan, so a really long time ago. So I just brush it through with this. I do like the brush on the end of this, so that's why I keep it. So that's what the brow looks like. Done versus not done. It's really not dramatic at all. So I'll be right back. Brows are done. I'm gonna do my inner corner for my eyes with the Revolution Strobe highlighter in Lunar. It's like a purple, very icy purple shade. And I'm gonna take my e.l.f. smudge brush to do that. So I just like to go in with a little bit. Sometimes I overdo it, but I prefer to do just a little bit on the inner corner. And then a tiny bit under the brow bone, not too much. I don't know, I just find that doesn't look super natural if you do a ton. For me, I like highlight to look more natural. Obviously, everyone can do whatever they want highlight-wise, but like over the years, I've found that doing too much just does not look good on me. So, not for me, not for me. Okay, so I have nothing on my face. I have not been wearing any face makeup for months. I only wear it on my days off because I wear a mask all day at work. So this is my skin. Actually, my skin's pretty good right now. I have a little bit of bumps like on my nose. Besides that, like I have some skin freckles and stuff, but the only thing I like to cover is this right here, just because it's a little dark, and that's from pulling on my eyelids way too much. it's not really like a wrinkle, it's just like a darkness there. So I just cover that. I'm using the Essence Camouflage Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. I actually really like this concealer. I'm gonna use the same sponge just to tap that in. Just very gentle with it because I want it to stay very pigmented without ruining my eyeliner. So I have this ColourPop powder in light. It's almost gone. I'm gonna use that same e.l.f. brush I used earlier just to get a precise powdering under here. So I'm not gonna use any bronzer today. I'm gonna use this blush and Catch My Vibe from ColourPop. Looks like this, I forget what collection it's from, the mauve one maybe? Looks like that. So I don't put a ton of blush on. This is my favorite blush brush. I actually have two of them. This is the Real Techniques blush brush. So I just swirl my brush lightly, tap off. And then I'm just gonna flush my cheeks pretty much, like very minimal. Because I get redness here, I don't like putting too much blush too close to there. So I try to focus it on my like cheekbone area. So I do that. On both sides, obviously. Okay. I'm literally going like nowhere today, so I just have some, I'm just blending a little bit with this e.l.f. complexion brush. I'm like going nowhere today. I got some things to do around the house, but I wanted to do a video. And I'm never in the mood, so I was like, let me do it today. To me, that looks like a natural flush. I've been very light-handed on the blush since wearing no makeup on my face. I feel like I've been liking less when I actually do. So for highlighter, I'm gonna use my ColourPop Over the Moon highlighter. It's like a white with a purple duochrome, purple pink duochrome. And I'm just gonna put that on my cheekbones as well. Cheekbone area. And I actually don't like putting a ton of highlighter on my face anymore either. I just do very, to me, very minimal. Some people may not be, but. Turn this off so you can see better. Put a little bit on my nose, not a lot because it's a purple color. Trying to figure out what lipstick I want. I'm gonna use this CoverGirl Ballerina Melting Pout Matte. This is one of my favorites. It's like a Your Lips Felt Better for my lip color. With a slightly like mauve tint to it. But it's very close to my lip color, so it works very well. The only thing is my lips are like pale and patchy. And I always pat off any excess. So now that I'm done, I'm just gonna spray some of this Maria Badescu Rose Water Spray. pat it into my face. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I know it's a fairly natural looking, not natural, like not crazy out there makeup tutorial, but I still hope you guys enjoyed it. This is what the blush and the highlighter looks like. That's it. Thank you guys for watching. And if you want any more videos, just let me know. I'll probably still film some more. I want to do some more fashion videos. I just made an order from Shein. So I actually made like 5 orders. So once I get everything in, I'm going to do a haul and maybe some fashion and styling stuff because I really love fall winter fashion, even though I live in South Florida. But yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for watching and I'll see you guys later.